the game, cause see the boxing voice.
ThaBoxingvoice.com, live with Team Charles Martin. Coach has said he doesn't give up game plan, but we do want to know, how was training camp? How is his conditioning, stamina? How ready is he for the biggest opportunity of his life, and obviously the chance to become IBF world champion at heavyweight division?
He's very ready. Camp was fine. He had enough training, had enough sparring, but he's very ready, and he's ready to get this title.
Now, he had a pretty good fight on NBC. It didn't get primetime coverage, but this time, Barclays Center, Showtime. Do you think the lights, the camera, would that affect him? Or having last year on NBC a couple of times, was that enough to kind of transition him into the big leagues?
No, he's very comfortable with the cameras. That's something that he's looking forward to. But see, for him to show who he is what makes him work. And he loves that. He loves the attention.
Now, we've seen you in there doing some pad work with him. Obviously, we heard those pads popping. How was it feeling on your end?
Oh, he feel good and strong as usual. Charles, he take care of himself. He know how to eat. He get his rest. And we've been doing everything we need him to do in camp to come here and be victorious Saturday night. And as far as the lights go, Charles had a luxurious amateur career, so he fought on some of the biggest stages in the world, Olympic trials. Can't get no bigger than that other than the Olympics. You know what I mean?
So you feel he's totally ready for this opportunity?
Most definitely. Like he said, this is what he's been living for all his life. This is it, it's here.
So now, obviously, you know, first time in the Barclays Center, first time on Showtime. Any anxious energy? I mean, this time around, they're going to be having a camera in your corner. We're going to hear what you say when you're upset. We're going to get those curse words. Some of the trainers aren't ready for that, and they get shocked. I mean, look, Virgil Hunter, now he's known as the Whisperer for all the whispering in the corner, right? You never know what's going to happen.
And I agree with Virgil Hunter, whisper. Because I don't believe in passing off information while I'm fighting. When the fight is over, we'll give you all the critics you want to have. But as far as why the fight is there, I'd rather keep it amongst the team.
Now, how long have you guys been working with Mr. Martin?
About 6 years.
And in those 6 years, just where is he now from when he walked that first day into your gym?
Where is he now?
Night and day.
You could tell us that.
Charles, he's abundant to experience now. You know, through amateur and the pros. Yeah, he's stepped up and performed through each obstacle that's been put in front of him, through the amateurs and the pros. You know.
So now Glass Cup, obviously, he's had a couple of opponents with Steve Cunningham and a few other notable names that the casual fans will know. So this would be definitely a credible name on Charles Martin's resume if he could pull off the win. Do you feel that way? Do you feel that this is a good enough name that once he gets this win, they'll give him the respect that he deserves?
I wouldn't say they're giving him the respect he deserves, because Glasgow's name is up there too. Like you say, he fought vulnerable opponents, but then you got questionable opponents that they question those fights. All right, so I look at it like this: Glasgow to us is the vulnerable opponent right now. All right, but Charles Martin is prepared to fight anybody that he got to fight that's in the top 10. All right, we may not fought the main names that we wanted to fight, but he fought like five undefeated fighters that, hey, these guys didn't fight him. They wouldn't fight him.
The boy out of Washington, up north.
So now for you guys, obviously, you know, Charles is in a really good position. I mean, if I were a fighter, I'd want to be with Al Heyman. I'd want to be on PBC. I'd want to fight on Showtime. And if I was a trainer, I'd want to train a fighter who's about to go into a heavyweight fight, who has the opportunity to capitalize on that fight and take over a division. Right now, it's wide open with the dethroning of Vladimir Klitschko. How do you think your fighter fares up against the other champions, not just Deontay Wilder, but obviously Tyson Fury, after he was able to do what he did, which is the unexpected? No one thought that he would get that fight, win that fight, and it's definitely an upset of the year.
Well, I look at it like this. We campaigned to get that fight with Vladimir because I myself felt that it was time for Vladimir to step down. All right? Being that Emmanuel Stewart passed, I don't see the same heart and desire out of Vladimir that he had when Emmanuel was living. So looking at it this way, I think Charles is prepared to fight no matter who they put in front of him. All right, that's one thing about Charles. He has an open mind when it comes to fighting. And every fighter that we fight against, we set up for that opponent. We don't worry about fighters are on the side or behind us. We worry about the fighter that we're signed to fight at that time. That's who we prepare for. And Charles has an open mind that he can prepare for any fighter that's out there.
Final question, for those that may not know Charles, haven't seen him, does he have dog in him? Is he gonna get in there and fight when the going gets tough?
He's gonna do that from the door.
All right, gentlemen, thank you so much for the time and wish you the best of luck come Saturday night at the Barclays Center. Hopefully we'll be seeing in the new.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.